Welcome to Gaming with Scott presents Marvel Superheroes. Join us each week as our intrepid heroes follow a path of adventure and attempt to save the world and each other from the dangers of the universe. Starring Martin Davis, Josh Elliott, John Garlick, Josh Jackson, and Rico Suarez, with me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the judge. Epic adventure and titanic struggles await you beyond this music. Welcome to Gaming with Scott. I am here with Rico.
What up?
We're going to do Rico's personal individual character session, where we're going to get to know all about him and his character. We'll get a little bit deeper and we'll find out more about one of our favorite characters so far. I was really kind of surprised and happy, especially given the background, that I like your character. It is one of my favorites in the group.
Nice.
It should provide, if not the most plot points starting out, easily the second most plot, just from the stuff you had in your background. I'm like, ooh, I got that, and I got this, and I got that, and I got this.
A lot of toys to play with in there.
A lot of toys to play with. So, tell me about you as a gamer.
Oh, man. I play all sorts of games. I play video games. I play computer games. I play role-playing games. I play board games. I live-action role-play. If it's a game, I play it or have played it. I game on every spectrum that is gaming.
Okay, when did you start?
I was 11 years old. And I stayed at my friend's house for the weekend, and my friend's mom and dad had Dungeons and Dragons, like an old board game with minifigs. Dungeons and Dragons, there was a little thin booklet that came with stories, and that was my first tabletop gaming. When it comes to video gaming, I started with the Nintendo Entertainment System when it came out.
Nice. Now, with the D&D board, did you guys follow whatever the preset scenario thing was from the book, or did you guys make your own stories and true role play it?
Oh, no. We followed stories in the book because we were all like 10 and 11, so the GM just read what was in the book, and then we took our characters from there.
Did you guys whoop the snot out of everything that was in there?
No, we lost horribly. We died really bad because at that early in the stage, we didn't understand, like, armor and life point values and spells and stuff like that in depth. But it was a lot of fun.
Nice. What have you been doing? What have you been doing most recently?
Let's see. I got my friends and I started a War Machine and Hordes campaign. So I'm building a minis army. Nice. And other than that, I've LARPed pretty regularly. And then every Sunday, I play Numenera, which is a tabletop dice game.
Nice.
Yeah, set in like a high fantasy dystopian, advanced kind of a world. It's really hard to describe, but it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Cool. All right. Well, now that we know a little bit more about you, why a superhero game?
Because superhero games really bring out the character that you most associate with. Like if you play a superhero game with a lot of your friends, you'll learn a lot about them, like emotionally, consciously, subconsciously. A lot of people play the character that they feel like they would personify if they were a superpowered being. And I like learning that about my friends. I like learning that about myself.
Okay. Do you feel that's the case with the character you're playing?
When I rolled him up, it is not exactly what I wanted, but as I rolled him up more and the way I'm going to play him, yes, this is what Rico would be if he were a superhero. He would be just like my character, Tyler Freeborn, codenamed Guardian Angel.
Okay, so we're going to learn a lot about you in the games to come.
Yeah.
Excellent. How much do you know about Marvel?
Oh, a lot, actually. I've been collecting comic books since I was 9. And I was so heavy into collecting comic books that my father passed down to me his Marvel comic book collection. So I have first-run comics all the way back from the 60s and 70s, including the Secret Wars, 1 through 8, 9, 10, something like that. Including the first incarnation of the Black Symbiote, 75 cents. Yeah, that's my baby.
Nice.
I know a lot about it.
So, on a 1 to 10, 8, 9?
On my knowledge of the Marvel Universe? Yeah, definitely a solid 8.
Okay.
Including backstories to characters.
Okay. What do you want to see or get out of this game and the game world?
Out of this game, I want to take the other group of heroes that we have and turn them into real heroes as opposed to what their archetype says that they are. Because they will quickly learn, being the Boy Scout hero that I am, the power difference is going to be huge based on the amount of karma that we gain. And when they see, oh my gosh, Rico is getting so much more powerful so much quicker, it's because I am the archetypal hero, and I want to sway them into that as well.
Okay. There are some other characters who have... There's another character in particular who has said he wants to start out as true gray and determine whether the world is truly black and white or whether there are shades of gray and how to quantify him. Are you going to take that opportunity to immediately push him into the light and keep him there? I mean, is that what I'm hearing?
I want to say yes, but the type of character that I have rolled up and that I am dealing with, it's going to be very difficult to keep myself on that light path without teetering into the gray or the dark. So it's going to be a chore for me to get my friends on the same light path that I am while trying to maintain it myself.
Okay. What's your take on what you would like to see from the world or the universe that the world or universe that this game takes place in? What type of world or universe do you want it to be?
I want it to be as close to the real world that we live in now. Granted, I know that's not going to be entirely possible because we are playing super powered beings and those don't exist in the real. But if we could take these heroes and transplant them into Scott and Rico's universe, the real world, and then let those actions help sculpt the game world, I would really enjoy that. I would like to mold our city of Indianapolis into a metropolis or Gotham or fictional type of Indianapolis where our actions make all the difference, where the headliners in the news and body counts matter and collateral damage matters, and there are repercussions for each of those.
Okay, all right. Are you into, which would you prefer? The bright and shiny 4-color comic book world or the dark and sinister graphic novel world?
Oh man, I love the original Ninja Turtles so much, and it was like dark and graphic novel, but so was Watchmen, and oh man, it's really hard to say because I love aspects out of each of the comics. So, oh man, I know Watchmen is a graphic novel with the 4 colors, so I would like something like that, an amalgamation of the two.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you want to go bright and shiny at times, and then into the dark, deep despair at times as well.
Yes, it's there. It has to be there.
It has to be there. Okay, what level of personal horror are you looking for in the game?
Well, knowing my background, there's been a little bit of personal horror. There has to be personal horror to drive superpowered beings to do what they do. I mean, yes, we're all superpowered beings. We could just be bored and be bored superheroes, or there could be real life horrible instances that we're going to have to deal with, and I would prefer that we had to deal with them together as a group or as a play group or as a super group. Because that exists in real life, and there's no reason why it shouldn't exist in the game world.
What level of inclusion of Marvel superheroes are you looking for? And let me set the scale up for you. Like 1 would be, gee, we saw the Osprey for a couple of minutes, but all the other superheroes are like, or supervillains are like Wrench Girl and Tank Man, versus Professor X has made me a personal X-Man. They're all here. We're in the danger room.
Well, knowing who some of our contacts are and some of the backgrounds on some of our other characters, they're going to be in the game. And if we're playing in the Marvel Universe and our backgrounds and stories have them in the game, then there's no reason we shouldn't run into them. There's no reason that we shouldn't be on a mission and then we run into, the Avengers, or no reason we shouldn't run into Alpha Flight or any of the other super teams out there, because we are only one group of people with limited resources. These are defined, established supergroups with infinite resources. There's no reason to see why missions wouldn't coincide or blend over. So I expect to run into them often as the GM decides we should, or if we tap one of our contacts and be like, hey, I need some help. Can you help me? And they're like, no, I'm too busy, but I can have you talk to X and she'll hook you up with Y or something like that.
Okay. How much would you like to see, though? I mean, do you want every episode to be we hang out with the X-Men, or?
No. I'd say maybe a 60-40 split. Like 60% it's us, and then 40% we run into another super team. I don't want it to be like every session or every other session, but there's no reason like, I don't know, 4 out of 10 sessions or 3 out of 6 or something like that. 2 out of 5.
Yeah. Right
I'd
on.
be okay with it.
Tell me about your character.
Oh, where to start?
Start with the name. Go from there.
His name is Tyler Freeborn. He is a relatively unassuming normal person until an accident befell him while he was at school. His body was ripped and torn from limb to limb, atom by atom, until he was reconstituted with a dark energy force body. And when he went through his accident, he encountered a divine being or entity that bestowed upon him additional abilities. Due to the accident as well, with the divine entity, he is learning to grasp the powers that he has when he's not gestalted with the spirit entity. He is a regular, boring, underpowered, dark force energy showman that signs autographs, takes pictures, kisses babies, goes to openings of new businesses, is your typical Captain America Boy Scoutish superhero. Heroes out in the open, has nemesis, has fought villains in the past, and cares about the people around him and his city and protecting everyone else that isn't superpowered.
For the listeners at home, there was a slight discrepancy in when the Game Master, me, read the ability Spirit Gestalt for the player, Rico. And I missed the very first line, which was at the bottom of one page, and the top of the rest of the paragraph, which was at the next page. That I originally wrote him up as gestalted all the time, and missed the part that a spirit gestalt is an alter ego, which means far later in our character creation process, I said, oh, by the way, you need to make up your alter ego, and that's where that sort of shifted the background a little bit, and that caused trouble for you. Was that disheartening? Did that... I mean, yes, it was. I mean, I could tell. You were like, oh. And especially when you were like, this dude sucks. When compared to your spirit gestalt form, it certainly does. What were your thoughts on that?
It was very humanizing to see that you have this cosmic power at your fingertips at almost any time that you need it. But when you aren't in your gestalted form, you are very weak, very open for attack, squishy, and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word is off the top of my head.
Breakable.
Yeah, breakable. But I liked it because it puts the Tyler Freeborn into perspective, not just Guardian Angel. Because now I had to worry about Tyler Freeborn's friends, Tyler Freeborn's family, his finances, his living arrangements, and dealing with the day-to-day difficulties that come with having a dark force body. There you can have no physical human contact because you will hurt other people around you. And it's very humble to know that I have infinite cosmic power at my fingertips, but it's not really, because when I'm not superpowered, I am Tyler Freeborn.
Phenomenal cosmic power. Itty bitty living space.
That's right. That's exactly what it was. And I loved it. I loved it so much. It was great to find out that, hey, you have this alternate identity. You need to be careful because when you're not the Guardian Angel, you can die very easily with a flick.
Right. Okay, that's your background as a whole, or in general. Tell me, where were we here? You're a divine force, right? You gestalt with a divine power.
Absolutely.
So, are you a god?
No. Nor would I ever deign to be, because Tyler Freeborn is not a god.
Well, Tyler Freeborn's not, but Guardian Angel is, right?
Guardian Angel has godlike abilities.
Okay.
But that himself does not make him a god. He could still die. He
Sure.
can still take damage.
Okay.
Though that's a very difficult question to address because of his incredibly good cosmic awareness power. So, yes, Guardian Angel may perceive himself as a god because he has the strength, the power, the stamina, the psyche, the intellect, the strength, the fighting, and the godlike ability he does with his weapons. Guardian Angel may be a little too conceited and hot-headed for his own good because as far as Guardian Angel is concerned, yes, I'm a god. But that all goes away when Tyler Freeborn takes back over and he's no longer spirit gestalted and he's got to look at what he's done, what's happened around him, and oh my god, I have to atone for this or make up for this because the other part of me did this.
So if you had to put a character alignment on this.
Oh man. If I had to assign a character alignment, I can't say lawful good. I can't even say lawful neutral. Is lawful chaotic an alignment?
Well, let's look at Guardian Angel then.
Okay.
Guardian Angel would be...
Well, he is lawful when it comes to the spirit of the law, not the letter of the law.
Oh, so loopholing lawyers are not your favorite, right?
Right. So, he'd probably be lawful neutral.
Okay. And what about Tyler?
Is lawful good. He's paladin retarded. He doesn't like to do anything wrong. He doesn't like to get in trouble. I mean, he's got a public persona. He needs to keep that.
So if from highest being lawful good to lowest being chaotic evil, how is it, and this is purely for speculation, for speculative, how is it that the mortal form is of a higher, if you will, alignment than the uber godlike cosmic power form?
Because the uber power cosmic godlike form knows all of the bad with all of the good, and knows that there's more overwhelming bad than there is good, and at any point could have the ability, if he so wanted to start his own apocalypse and wipe the slate clean.
Is that going to happen?
Let's hope not. I can't promise anything, but it's always difficult when you have all of this knowledge and power at your hands and you are aware of all of the rape and all of the torture and all of the murder and all of the bad. At what point do you say, I need to stop all of this, or do you try to control just what you can? If you have this omnipotence and omniscience, why wouldn't you fix the whole world? What's going to stop you?
Fair enough.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out.
Let's start with Tyler Freeborn.
Okay.
Let's go over your stats.
All right. Well, we're just going standard phase rip, FASERIP. F fighting. Tyler Freeborn has a 2. He's very, very, very bad at it.
Okay.
This is ungestalted Tyler Freeborn. His agility is a 6.
Okay.
His strength is a 4.
Okay.
His endurance is a 10. His reason is a 10. Intuition is a 2. And his psyche is a 20. Very unassuming stats, on par with most normal average humans.
Okay. Now let's look at your gestalted version, Guardian Angel.
Oh, do we have to? Because it's so much better.
Yes.
All right. Standard phase rip. We rounded up. His fighting jumps to a 75 from a 2. His agility is a 100 from a 6. His strength is a 100 from a 4. His endurance is a 100 from a 10. His reason is a 100 from a 10. His intuition is a 75 from a 2. And his psyche is a 100 from a 20. All of these stats actually line up really well from Tyler's to Guardian Angel's. All the higher numbers are associated with the higher stats.
Excellent.
I think it makes perfect sense.
What's your health on Tyler?
22.
Ow.
I would die falling out of a tree.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
What's your health on Guardian Angel?
375.
Very nice.
He is a lot of big and beefy.
Beat down, yes.
Yeah.
What would you see if this group came together as a team and decided to do team-like things? What role do you think you would play?
Are we talking like DPS, crowd control,
Tank.
tanking.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely a tank. Hands down, I'm a tank. As far as I know, I think I have the second highest life between all of the characters.
You do?
I am as good a fighting as he is, and I think my talents lend to it better than somebody else's. So I think I would make a very solid first tank.
Okay. Then let me ask you this. What if you don't get in the fight? What if you get in the fight? What if the fight starts around Tyler? Is the first go-to to retreat, or is the first go-to to knock over 16 pretzel carts as we go to Guardian Angel?
No. The first instinct for Tyler Freeborn is fox friendly. He's going to run. It's very scary when he's Tyler Freeborn. And due to the showmanship or the awesome power that is his shifting, there is often maybe a little bit of collateral damage around it. So he needs to get away from the more mundane, the general populace, as many structures as possible.
So Military Park would be great to just wig out in. Circle Center Mall, not so much.
Not so much, no. But
Okay.
Military Park, absolutely. White River State Park, even. A lot of open space down there.
Oh yeah, a lot. I was really surprised. We were there last Thursday. Let's talk about your powers.
Okay. I love my powers. I think I rolled up. And these rolls, just so everybody knows, these rolls are all legit. I had Scott and Josh, another player, sitting next to me when I rolled these rolls. None of these numbers are fudged. These are all real numbers. And yes, let's talk about my powers. The powers. Would you like me to just list what I rolled up?
Yeah.
All right. Now, being a Dark Force body comes with two inherent powers. You have energy emission, Dark Force, because that's the type of body I am. And I have energy control, Dark Force. Those are given being an energy body. And that varies depending on what energy form you roll. And then when it comes to rolling my powers, I rolled really well and got an astounding, 16 out of 17? 15 out of 16? Something like that. They came from the Dark Force body template. So it was really good. So I rolled up magic detection, energy control. Oh, I'm sorry, not energy control. Time travel, magic detection, and time travel. Time travel is a 2-power slot. Very powerful, very awesome. Will come in handy later. Remote sensing, telepathy, mental invisibility to protect my badass tank from mental invasion. Spirit Gestalt, obviously, because that's how he changes from his alternate form to the Guardian Angel. Kinetic energy control, total memory, telekinesis, incarnation awareness, which is also amazing. I have a alternate power with incarnation awareness, time travel bound incarnation, which means I can travel back in time, go meet my past incarnations, and bring them to the present with me. So it is possible that there is a cadre of Guardian Angels if the instance calls for it. And then the big power, probably one of the best powers, and the one I'm going to struggle with the most, is Cosmic Awareness.
Why are you going to struggle with it?
Because as Guardian Angel, he has Cosmic Awareness at 100. And there comes a fine line when you have Cosmic Awareness at 100. You could use it, 10 times a session before you start to go mad or insane. And because Guardian Angel and Tyler Freeborn have to teeter with this fighting with the light and not becoming the dark, he's going to try to use that as limited as he can, lest he go insane and bring about the apocalypse.
Okay.
It's an easy way to break the game if you just ask the GM for what's going to happen, what's the information, what's the answer to the riddle, where am I going to find this bad guy. But if you abuse it, then that's when you start to suffer from it.
Right. And you will.
Oh,
I don't mean to say, I don't mean that as a, hey, if you use this power, I'm going to kill you. No. But I have an interesting way of doing cosmic awareness that you may or may not like, that most people sometimes find frustrating.
Right.
Part of it, one of the ways that I do it is, I have actually a couple of different ways. One of my favorite is I write your answer somewhere in a book, and you go, all right, well, make your roll. Here's your book. You can go find your answer.
Wow.
And depending on the feat that you make, narrows down the page. Do I say, oh, it's somewhere on from page 100 to page 400? Or it's somewhere from page 200 to page 275? Or it's somewhere between 225 and 230? or it's on page 227.
That sounds like a really fun way to do cosmic awareness, and I'm looking forward to it, actually.
And the idea goes, wait, what? And you have to start going, okay, I'm getting all this information.
I've got to filter through it.
Right.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
that'll be fun. I've never had cosmic awareness run like that. Then again, I've never really had the power or seen somebody with it, so this will be my first time really utilizing it. I can't wait.
Because a lot of people seem to think that I got cosmic awareness. Well, then that just means I know. Well, sure you do. And the moment you open that Pandora's box, that can of worms, you do get cosmic awareness.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the answer, here's the Oxford English Dictionary. There are 23 volumes. That's what you get. Oh, dear God, like, I didn't want all of that. Well, but that's what you got.
Yeah.
You didn't just go, oh, he's hiding on the second floor. That's not like, it's the answer is not, it's I open my mind up to the universe, you know? When you go, well, and I've got it at this ungodly, monstrous, unearthly level. Okay, well then you also get all of the trajectories of all of the asteroids in the asteroid belt between Earth and Mars.
Yeah.
Let's write those out with the Leros, and then by the time we're done with that, then I'll give you the answer that you wanted. And a lot of people are like, well, that's not fair. But that's what the power is.
Yeah, that's exactly what the power is.
Most people go, well, but it's just supposed to help me get that one answer. But it does a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
So I get people who are like, oh, I need to know what the combination is to this lock. Cosmic awareness. Really? Seriously? Okay.
Well, we've got a machine guy in the super team that can take care of that.
Right.
So
And I mean, literally,
that would be abuse of the power.
I had somebody that had monstrous cosmic awareness that wanted to know, they were trying to open a locker in a high school, and they used cosmic awareness at 75 to get the combination of that lock.
Wow.
And I went,
all the pervy thoughts he was hearing from the gym.
And everywhere out within a how many million mile radius to go, really? 10 left, 23 right, 66. Seriously? Really? Yeah. That's what you're going to do? Okay. Here you go, pal.
Yeah, I have a whole universe of knowledge at my disposal that I'm going to have to filter through if I want to use it on the fly.
Yeah. Well, and that was the funny part was he was like shift X strength, and he could have just gone pop and popped
it off.
He was like, oh, well, but I don't want people to know I went through their locker. Like, okay, so you're going to use cosmic awareness for the combination to a combination. Okay, sure.
Have fun.
Okay, great. And that's when I started putting together more and more interesting ways to do cosmic awareness. There are certain plot points that I will have that I will write a little slip of paper with a hint on it, and then I will hide it somewhere in the room, floor, building. And then depending on what color feet you roll, we play warmer, colder. Warmer, colder, warmer. Like, you've got the whole universe, right?
Yeah.
Well, dig around for the information you're looking for. And it's like, and you'll get right up and they'll be like, okay, you're red hot. It's right there. And it could be on a bookshelf, in a book, under a plant, on the tape to the bottom of the table. Like,
on a whiteboard in front of me.
Yep. Yeah. Like, you have to find the info. Like, you're sifting through all of this. I'm not just going to hand it to you. Yeah. You're aware of it all. You don't necessarily know, like, oh, wait, hold on. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. Well, that can be a lengthy process.
Tyler struggled with that in his background, actually, once he learned he had cosmic awareness.
He certainly did. And I liked that a lot.
It was difficult for him.
Yes. And that's how, and there are a lot of people who think that the way I run cosmic awareness is a JIP. And it's not cosmic puzzle solution. It's cosmic awareness. You are aware of it all.
And the thing is, I had a choice between that power and another power. Mm-hmm. If me, Rico, didn't want the responsibility or the task of cosmic awareness, I could have easily taken the lesser power.
Right.
But playing a lot of the Cthulhu games I've played and Gumshoe games that I've played, like I can fully utilize cosmic awareness in the system that you would like me to run it, and just hope the dice help me. The dice are with me when I make the roll.
Huzzah! Okay, excellent. Any power that's your favorite? I mean, there's the one that jumps out at you. And goes, oh, this is gonna be cool.
Yes, but it's not the obvious one. It is the kinetic energy control.
Why?
Because it's really great at saving lives and minimalizing collateral damage.
Nice.
I can take hits because I'm a tank. I've got very few offensive powers. But when I rolled this character, this is the character I wanted to make. I wanted to make the save the people first, get the bad guy later.
Uh-huh.
And because I have kinetic energy control, I can stop that building from crushing people when it's collapsing. I can make the car stop flipping over with the mother and the child in the back seat. I can save the civilians from a drive-by gang shooting by controlling the kinetic energy of the bullets. It is by far my favorite power that I rolled up, and I'm so incredibly happy that I got it.
Excellent. What are your talents?
All of the talents I got, believe it or not, were all combat-heavy talents. Also, again, to clarify, Scott was sitting right next to me when I rolled these, saw all of my rolls. And here's what they were, all very oddly specific, all for this one type of weapon that this character now wields because of his talents. So I got a weapon skill, weapon specialist, and I chose Scythe as my weapon because it is a very angel-type weapon that I've always wanted to use, and it is Rico's personal favorite weapon in any game, period. Just the Scythe, the sharp, and the reach, and the length. It's a good weapon. So that was the first talent. Second talent was Weapons Master, Scythes. So that went really, really well with my first talent. My first talent was a 2-slot talent. My third talent was a 2-slot talent, so that took up 3 and 4. And then my fifth talent, I got Weapons Mastery with sharp weapons. And as everybody knows, scythes are sharp weapons. And if you want to know what that does in game mechanics, that gives me a 1, 2, 3, +4 shift when using sharp weapons or scythes, and a +1 initiative when wielding a scythe or sharp-bladed weapon. So I have a fighting of 75 and an agility of 100. So that means when I'm rolling with my weapon, I'm looking at Shift X. So Shift X, Shift Y, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Shift Y or Shift A, depending.
Since Guardian Angel doesn't kill, there will be a lot of time he's pulling the damage he's able to put out, because killing people is bad for karma and bad for popularity. You don't want to be the hero that kills bad guys.
Yes. The GM, or the DM, just reread the particular... Let me see if I can pull this up. One of the things that I was reading recently, because I was rereading the combat, I went through Slugfest, Blunt Attack, and Edged Attack is an attack with claws, teeth, or edged weapons such as knives, swords, or hatchets. This is the renamed version of the hack and slash column in the original set. A character making an edged attack may score a hit, stun, or kill result. An edged attack will always inflict a minimum of the damage listed for that weapon. A character who can normally inflict higher damage may inflict damage equal to his strength or the material strength of the weapon, whichever is less. Such damage may not be reduced in effect.
Wow. Okay.
So there's not much pulling your punches with a scythe, because when I poke you in the eyeball with your scythe, you're not going to go, I'm going to do it gently. Well, now it's just slow and excruciating, and you're just tormenting the guy. Character score hit result inflicts damage as set for that particular edged attack. A character scoring a stun may inflict damage as set for that weapon or attack, and may in addition stun his opponent. A character scoring a kill result inflicts the damage as set for that weapon and may in addition kill the opponent.
Huh. So
pulling the punches can be done with blunt combat, but not with edged attack or with a shooting attack.
Well, it's a good thing scythes have a pole end.
You can blunt attack. Yes, that you can do a blunt, attack with. And on that kill, you get white, green, yellow, or red. A red is no, you didn't kill him. A yellow is no, you didn't kill him. A green is he only takes the killing damage if it's an edged or shooting weapon. So if it's a blunt attack, you didn't kill him. If it's white, meaning the lowest roll you can get, you're looking at endurance loss. So they've lost endurance. They lose 1 column shift and they're down.
Well, heck, that's not so bad.
Well,
I mean, until I kill them.
Right. Right, until you kill them. So from there's the and then I killed them point, which is less than optimal as
Well, it's
a
a
whole.
good thing I have Dark Force energy and mission control because I can just manifest all sorts of Dark Force weapons
Absolutely.
needed for the combat.
Yes. The effects of a kill result has detrimental effects on the attacker as well as the target. A hero who kills will lose all karma. Check under karma. The target receiving a kill results makes an endurance feat on the universal table. In other words, the person you hit makes the roll. Checking under the kill column, there are 3 results on this table. An endurance loss indicates that the character's endurance is reduced by 1 rank. The character is dying and will continue to lose endurance at 1 rank per turn until the situation is cleared. Meaning the hole is stuffed. ES results indicates the character is affected as an endurance loss only if the method of attack was edged attack in Slugfest or a shooting attack. Meaning if you hit them with a scythe, yes. No effect. The character takes damage as listed in the attack form, but is not slain.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to save that weapon for the true invulnerable and personal armor types.
Yeah, or you're like, I need to cut that stuff off first.
Bank Robber A and Carjacker C will not be getting scythe attacks.
Excellent. Okay, just wanted to make sure that we were of the understanding and that we were not like, I'm going to tap him lightly with the point of my scythe. Oh God, you killed him! that would happen like, oh dear Lord. So, just want to give you a little bit of background on that one right there. Because you're like, I'm going to scythe everything. And I'd be like, ooh, that will end poorly.
No, I can't. I know that there is a possibility to kill, so I won't use it all of the time. That's ridiculous.
Excellent.
You don't need to stop thugs with a scythe.
Well, you could.
Yes, if you wanted to lose karma.
Yes, and that will not be overly happy.
My goal is to not lose karma.
Yes, that would be very, very nice. How would you classify yourself as a hero, a vigilante, or an anti-hero?
Oh no, I'm a hero.
You're a hero.
I'm a hero all the way.
All the way.
I kiss babies and sign autographs. I'm in the news. I'm out in the open.
What's your popularity?
Right now, 42.
Nice.
Which is a fair amount of popularity because I've
yes.
been superheroing for some time out in the open as a superhero.
Excellent.
Some of my contacts are high-level city officials in Indianapolis.
And they call you up on a basis when they need it?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We need you to go open a Bob Rohrman Indy Honda, or we need you to...
Well, I meant there's...
Oh, no,
over
yes.
here. Oh, okay.
Yes, if there is...
The Juggernaut is rampaging through downtown.
I'm the first person they call. I'm on speed dial. I'm number 1 on speed dial.
Okay. Excellent. There's a Bob Rohrman. While Juggernaut goes downtown. Well, I don't know who we should call. Okay, all right. Well, hey, I got an opening, folks. So, okay. All right. What's your resources?
Resources are at a 50. Actually, not that bad.
Very good compared to some.
Yeah, well,
There's
that's
one guy
what
living
happens
in
when
the
you
sewers.
collect a trust fund.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a little extra money to spend. And also, you get paid for your publicity work. You don't do it for free.
Right.
So, there's always that.
Okay. Are you happy with your character?
I am incredibly happy with this character, and I am super excited to start playing. I cannot wait.
All right. So what's your Achilles heel?
Oh, man. The one Achilles heel...
So, aside from
Angel
hit Tyler with a garbage truck.
It would have to be the wanton destruction of regular people's lives.
Like Crab Rangoon, wontons?
No.
Okay, all right. Just getting you.
Wanton? Wanton destruction? Okay, I maybe mispronounced it. But he will always put the public's safety before his. And if any villain ever attacks a crowded building full of people and their lives are at stake, he will do his best to save them before pursuing the criminal. He has cosmic awareness. He'll find the criminal. But right now, these people's lives are what matter.
Okay.
And any time that they are threatened, he will stop what he's doing to save them. Hence the name Guardian Angel.
Excellent. So do you got any questions? Anything else you want clarified? Anything else you wanted a moment of my time to go, oh, yeah, what about this?
No, because I am happy with my talents. I'm happy with my powers. I'm happy with my stats. I am more happy with my character than maybe some other people are with theirs, but that's how the dice roll.
Who do you think's unhappy with their character?
I don't know. I think I think Josh Elliot may be a little disappointed with his
Really?
with his character. Yeah.
I think his character's got a lot of potential.
I think it does too. I think he's looking at it the wrong way. I think Marty might be a little disappointed with his character.
Marty's way happy with his character.
Oh, is he?
I was surprised.
Well, then never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe Josh Jackson also. Maybe both of the Joshes may be a little unhappy with their characters because some of the random things that they rolled.
Uh-huh.
But I am completely happy with my character concept, and it came out not exactly how I wanted him to come out, but given what I have, can very easily work with this.
That was going to be my next question. You came in with an idea of you wanted to be the barrier, you wanted to be the wall that absorbed everything, you wanted to be...
Yeah, I wanted to be the brick wall, the all-defensive superhero with no offensive superpowers. And I had a concept that I wanted to run with, and I was ready for the skills, and I just didn't get any of the skills that would make that character possible. So I have still made this character, but he has to go about it a different way now.
So the difference from where you were coming in and what you wanted, if I'd have just let you pick your powers out of the book, you think you'd have been happier than what you got?
No, because I would not have known this bound of goodies that I would have rolled up for myself.
Uh-huh.
I would have gone with the high life, personal armor, super endurance, true invulnerability character. And that's really one-dimensional. I mean, he's one guy. He's the Thing.
Yeah.
Really. He's a big rock wall, and that's all he does. But this character can still tank, can still protect the people, and, may have to get his hands dirty while doing it. But, them's the ropes.
Good. I'm glad you're happy.
I'm very happy with him. I can't wait.
Good.
I can't
Excellent.
wait.
Anything else you need before we go?
No, man. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good.
All right. Well, then that'll do us for Gaming with Scott tonight. Say goodnight, Rico.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy listening. We're going to have a lot of fun. Remember, Guardian Angel, he's the best, a #1 superhero.
That publicity brought to you by Rico. Good night, everybody.
That's it tonight for us on the Gaming with Scott podcast. You can always send us an email at gamingwscott@gmail.com or catch us on Twitter. Josh Elliott is at Asmodee369. John is at JPMGarlic. Josh Jackson is at ActionJack853. Rico is at R1C0. Or me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/gamingwscott. Don't forget to check out nerdsdom.com for all their reviews and other great podcasts. Remember, be the superhero you always wanted to see in the world. As always, you'll be hearing from us real soon.